A few months ago, totally out of the blue, Ben Rush had a seizure in bed.
I'm going to dim the lights for this one now. Try your very best to keep your eyes open, stay awake.
They found a large tumour, clearly visible on this scan. Incredibly, it may have been growing for a decade without him knowing, and he's only 29. A few months later, surgeon Thomas Santarius is removing it, while Ben is still awake.
Okay, you take a break a little bit. Can I have a 2.5?
We were even allowed to talk to him.
Hi, Richard.
I know these are very strange circumstances.
Richard, I've got it right. I'm still working. Yeah.
You've been doing amazingly well, and you've still kept your sense of humour.
Yeah. Try to. You have to laugh, eh?
Using an electric current, Thomas can switch sections of the brain off.
Can you count for me again?
1, 2, 3, 4.
The fact that Ben stops counting
5.
means it's a part affecting speech, so he won't remove it.
If in doubt, leave it, because there's no repair. Once you take something out that you shouldn't take in the brain, there's very little room to correct it.
But it's not the awake part that makes this operation special.
We'll start now.
A1, B2, C3.
Yara Erez
D4,
isn't a doctor,
E5.
she's a neuroscientist.
F6.
This test is hard
D7.
enough when you're not in the middle of surgery. You try doing it.
8, I9.
By forcing Ben's brain to multitask, scientists are creating a much more detailed map of its functions for a new device that will eventually help surgeons decide what to take out and what to leave behind.
First, we need to calibrate the brain.
And here's a prototype of the new device. It's a model brain today, but eventually Thomas will use it during operations.
Here.
Like a sat-nav, it can tell him what each part does in that patient, because everyone's brain is slightly
Oh, I
different.
see, that's interesting. And if I go here.
Within 5 to 10 years, it could help neurosurgeons tailor their surgery to each patient. So the future basically is sitting a patient down and saying, what functions would you like to preserve most, and then hopefully offering them that.
Yes, so they can have some choice on what risks to take or what they mostly want to preserve following their surgery.
A few weeks on, and Ben's doing really well. Both he and wife Lucy know the tumour will eventually come back, but it's not stopping their plans.
You know, we want to have a family one day, and you know, you can't let something like this, you know, restrict you from those things.
I think you only get one life, so you have to make the most of what you have, don't you? And I think if you sit around and worry about something like this, then you're only taking away from the joy that you could potentially be having. So yeah, we're just carrying on, and it's good.
This new device will eventually transform the lives of young people like Ben, who've been told they have an incurable tumour, but still have lots of life left to live. Richard Westcott, BBC News, Cambridge.